debated about filming this video for a long time now. Well, not for a long time. By a long time, I mean today, but it felt forever. I still don't know if I'm gonna upload it, but we'll see what happens, I guess.
Hi, my name is
Madeline. So, as a cashier, as a female cashier in her early 20s, yes, I've received some creepy stuff. And I think I'm not alone in this. I know, I bet a lot of cashiers, some people have probably received some creepy stuff too. I mean, one of my coworkers told me that a middle-aged man was hitting on a young bagger. And today I just thought I'd tell you some creepy stories, some stories of the creepy things that I've experienced in my cashier life. Let's get started. Even though this is not this is not a normal retail stories type episode, I'm going to put it as a retail stories episode because it's like a multi-retail stories with the same thing in common. First time, it was during my Walgreens days. I think he was middle-aged. I think he looked Hispanic, I don't remember. But as I was going through the transaction, he just randomly blurted out, "I love you." I'm like, what? And he says again, "I love you." But wait a second, this is where it gets really weirder. He says, "Do you want to know why? 'Cause my wife's name is Madeline." What? Then he shows me a picture of his wife. And I'm just thinking, this is totally what people will talk about. No, I was creeped out by the end of the day. And I think he came back later and was like, "Hey, remember me?" I don't remember what happened after that, but someone telling me he loves me just because his wife's name is the same name as mine. I think I may have received I remember another time at Walgreens. This may not be creepy as it is a jerk move. It was some old guy. This was I don't know who he is. He was he basically, when we were getting through the transaction, he was like, "Oh, Madeline, what school do you go to?" And I said Lone Star because that's where I'm going to right now. I didn't understand the question. And then he was like, "No, what school did you graduate from?" And I'm like, okay, you could have just told me that in the first place. Maybe you said do, I go to college now. Second, if I miscommunicate a question, dude, don't go up high, don't go super jerky just because I answered your question incorrectly the way you didn't want to answer it. Said I graduated from Tomball, and after he left, that cosmetics person looked at me like, "What is that guy?" And I just said he wanted to know what school I graduated from. And then some guy came out of the Hallmark. I was like, "That guy's a jerk." And we were like, hallelujah. Yeah, I wanted to say, why do you care about what school I graduated from? Why do you care? And now on to the HEB creepy part. Now, I think this first moment was, maybe it was my first week, my second week there when I was a bagger. And I think this man in his late 30s-ish or whatever came by and was like, "Hey, Maddie, are you a model? You should definitely be a model." And I'm just sitting there what are you saying to me? What? And the cashier was just trying to get in on it. I was like, "What's going on?" And then the guy said, "Oh, that's what I just tell to pretty girls." What? Oh my gosh, I did not understand that at all. Why? I mean, the fact that you said pretty girl, I'll take that as a little bit of a compliment that I'm pretty to you, but really, you didn't have to say that. That was when it went borderline creepy. And the last time, oh my gosh, I still cannot get this one out of my brain, but one random day, a guy a guy in his family or whatever, and he says, "Do you remember me?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, I don't." He says he used to watch over me. Those of you who are new to my channel or may not know, I was growing up with pervasive developmental disorder, which was a small form of autism. My parents put me in lots of programs to have people teach me, watch over me, all that kind of stuff. And so we kept going on with the conversation. I was like, "Okay, how do I remember you?" And then this is where the creepiness gets in. He said he put a $100 bill in my diaper. Whoa, what?
You go to work today?
Nope. Okay. I feel like you just interrupted me at the weirdest moment. But seriously. seriously, he did tell me he put a $100 bill in my diaper. And I was like, why would you say that in public? And that is like, that's unusual. As I was on my break, I called my mom and was like, do you know Dr. such and such? My mom denied everything, and because first of all, I think my parents made sure that men didn't watch me. Like, I think they wanted only women to be a part of watching me, or like with the programs I'm in. And then I remember when my dad picked me up, I told him, he didn't remember anything, and that's when I thought, oh, wow, okay, well this guy is a for sure creeper. Told the ASMs about it the next day, and oh my gosh, like, that is just, I mean, who says that kind of stuff? So that was the creepy moments the creepy things that I've had since working in retail or whatever. Have you experienced any of the creepy moments like these? Let me know in the comment section down below. That last one, I just cannot get over. Well, thank you so much for watching. It's someone's birthday around the world, so happy birthday to that someone. Make sure you hit that button down there that says subscribe for more random content every Thursday. Well, that is if this video comes out, because I'm debating about this video in general. My name is Jensen. I'll see you next Thursday. Peace out, y'all.